Fi'd Up!
Fi'd Up! Fi'd Up!
Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Nick Stebbins, and I'm a college dropout. It feels weird saying that, but college dropout.
Stand by it.
Was physics student, and I realized that we're being lied to about a lot of stuff, and I figured out basically how and why. So we'll be going into that a little bit.
Welcome. My name is Mane. I'm from Napa, California. I went to school, still go to school at Davis, econ and materials engineering major. And Fi'd Up. But yeah, the same reason why I'm here. I always knew something fishy was happening, or there was more to the universe than meets the eye, and I was always confused about why the media was always negative. Like, there was no positive influences. And then I met Nick up here, and we started talking, and we found out a Fi'd Up, and everything's all crazy. But yeah, we're gonna speak about so many different things, from current events such as abortion and these white people talking about that, all the way down to the itty-gritty atoms, and then below that to the quarks, and even back to the Bible. What else, Nick?
Yeah, so we're going to be looking at just about everything that you hear about in the lens of the science of spirituality. So that basically involves resonant frequencies, and phi being the golden mean, golden ratio, the optimal.
We should probably tell them what phi is.
Oh yeah, so phi is like the symbol, the Greek symbol for the golden mean, the golden ratio, which is the most irrational number in mathematical terms. What that basically means is it's a repeating digit. It has repeating digits, and it's the optimal. So it applies to like the Fibonacci sequence is an example of that. But phi is basically the most mathematically efficient ratio of like increase, basically.
Perfection.
Yeah. So,
Mother Nature.
The more I got into like physics and math, the more I realized how essential fractals were to figuring out how.
What's a fractal?
So fractals are it's a compounded equation, like a recursive equation, meaning you apply the same function to so like let's say you start with a number and you plug it into the function that outputs a number, and recursive means you just keep doing that to the output, so the output becomes the input, and you just keep doing that. And fractals
like a loop
are what you get, the end result. Yeah. So it means it's self-similar. I mean, you can zoom in and you get the same image no matter how many times you zoom in. So if you're interested in that, check out the Mandelbrot set. There's a couple good videos on YouTube about that.
Yeah, and we'll be coming out with an episode specifically on phi, specifically on fractals, specifically on everything with resources coming in the future. This is just episode 0, just to get you acquainted with who we are, what we do, what we're about, and our mission. Nick, what is our mission?
All right, sorry about that. We had a call interruption.
Technical.
So our mission, what's our mission?
Our mission is simple. It is to have people be more educated about every aspect of their lives in our universe, so that it helps them be able to have all the tools necessary to help themselves and make an amazing, more longer, strengthier, happier, productive life through education.
Yeah.
And all the crazy shit.
Yeah.
Stuff.
So despite what the academics and college professors might tell you, physics is actually directly related to what we can do in our daily life. And that goes into the fractals and frequencies like I'm talking about. So here's an example. I just did a quick illustration. These are phi ratioed. So like if you notice right here, each unit. So like this one starts with a 2 unit wave. This one's 2 or 4. So it ends right there. It goes from this beginning to end. This one's 3, and then this one's 5. And it turns out that when you add these together, you actually get a really coherent, constructive interference, meaning that...
a superposition, kind of.
Yeah, so a superposition meaning like you have both waves acting in the same position.
And it's one wave. So both
Yeah,
like
they cohere and form one like
joint single wave.
yeah.
You can mathematically. Okay, that's superposition. Okay.
Yeah, so at phi ratios, so you have the frequencies all in phi ratio to each other.
Fired up.
Those cohere into the most, like the highest amplitude constructive interference. So it turns out that when you do EEG readings, which is basically like, so you'll have like a monitor and you're basically being scanned for the electromagnetic frequencies being output by your brain, and your brain has like cycles, like your neurons fire in cycles like this, so it goes back to front and then it layers onto the amygdala to like pair memories with thoughts, and then it also goes left to right, or right to left rather, and the frequency at which your brain does this, there's actually multiple, and when you're experiencing those moments of like bliss or peace, like you get the little wave of like euphoria,
That relief, that calming.
that means that they're all coherent in phi ratio to each other. So we're gonna go into that in some other videos, but
Okay.
that's basically like the general gist of it. And we're going to be talking about history and politics and how those
Big time.
relate to suppressing that in the citizenry. Because if we were all able to do this whenever we wanted, we wouldn't need government, and it kind of it's a self-defeating thing for the parasites in control of government. So we'll also go into that. But
Yeah, some crazy goes. It goes all the way up and all the way down. It's all the same.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just want to thank you. Glad you're coming along for the ride and for our journey.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun trip, and feel free to reach out with any questions, any ideas. If you got something cool to talk about, we'd love to have you on the show. Just reach out, send us an email, phi'dup.com. Send us an email. The link will be in the show notes.
We appreciate feedback of any kind, even if it's just to say, hey, you guys are retarded.
And criticism. None of that, but I mean, even that.
Yeah.
We're open-minded, but
We could do without that, but
yeah, we just want to be as transparent as possible from the beginning, just because that's who we are, and that's what our organization depends. And if you guys want to donate. Link will be in the show notes. All money goes to equipment and time for us. And
it
even
all comes back to you guys in the end. So.
we just put all the money into just a great funnel, and it shoots right back out.
Yep.
Maybe
all right. The occasional beer. But
You got to take out clients.
Fight up.
Fight up, though.
Everyone have a peaceful and prosperous afternoon.
Fight up.
All right.